Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be showing you a very simple technique that works beautifully on all eye shapes, but it's particularly good for hooded eyes. So in this technique, we're just going to be using two brushes and two eyeshadows. So I'm loading up my number brush 20. And with this technique, and I'm going to go on, you can absolutely do this in around about 2 minutes on each eye, but I'm taking a bit longer here because I really want to kind of explain how it's done. Now for this technique, you want to lift your eyebrow and start the color right at the end of the eye. And you want to bring this up, as you can see, so it is just fractionally above your natural crease, but barely above it. So it's almost in it, but just a fraction above. The number one mistake people make is that they will go too high up and it will give a too dramatic look. With this technique, we're not trying to create a new crease, we're trying to add depth to the crease so that it gives this shadow effect, because that is the whole purpose of eyeshadow, is to create a shadow so that the eye looks more beautiful. This is why I'm just using browns and blacks for this tutorial, but you can use whatever color you want. You're going to fill in this outer corner of the eye. You're not going to come any further in than we have at the moment, so it's all located at the outside corner and just above the crease. Now what you're going to do with this is then take the number 6 brush and you're going to blend this, and you're blending across the lid to diffuse that color so it's not so harsh, and then you're taking this brush directly into the crease that I've got, and then you're going to blend it back and forward. This will distribute the color throughout the crease of the eye in a really soft halo-like effect, so that it's not strong, it's not a defined crease, it's not a cut crease. It's just this kind of wash of color. And this is the kind of makeup, the eye makeup, that you would have seen back in sort of the mid-90s on the supermodels. It was all about that kind of really sexy wash of color along the crease of the eye without it being really defined. So really blend this. I cannot stress the importance enough of taking it dark on that outside corner just into the crease slightly, and then blending with everything you've got basically. And you can see that the color is bleeding and transferring and just settling in, which is what we want. Now what we want to do to start is to now connect this up with the outside corner. Because we've started on the outside corner, it's easy to connect it up so they meet automatically. There's no guesswork involved in this. And again, I'm using my number 20 brush. With that complete, we're now going to kind of amp it up a little bit more. I'm taking a black, and this is Bobbi Brown Eclipse, and I'm applying this just to the outside corner, and I'm not going right into the crease like we did before, just on the outside edge. I just want to add some more depth. Now with hooded eyes, this is the area that tends to be the most hooded, is the outside area. So by placing a dark color here, particularly a matte color, it will make it recede away from you, and all you'll see is that the eye looks more open and more beautiful. So even with the most hooded eyes, you can open them up with this technique. So again, you're taking that number 6 brush and you are just blending it back and forward over the lid into the crease and blending everything. So I'm really taking the time with this tutorial to just show you the techniques. Now I'm taking that same brush and I'm just using a highlight shade, and you want to apply this to the eyelid that is visible. So if you only have the very inner corner visible, that's all you'll apply the shimmer to. But this just kind of ties the look together and gives it a more open, more sort of perfected look. And I'm just knocking off everything that's on there and then blending this into the darker shadow just onto the eyelid. With this look, I want to keep the shimmer away from the crease of the eye. I don't want it to distract or draw too much attention, because we're trying to make that area recede away. Don't forget to highlight the tear duct area as well. Now I'm just going to highlight the brow bone area. You want to highlight the outside portion of the brow bone. Don't go too far in, because it can make a hooded eye look even more hooded. Next, you're going to apply mascara. And I really hope that you see how simple and easy this is, and that you could do this every single day with any color you want, greens and purples and blues, whatever makes you happy. But the technique will always remain the same. You can do this really quickly once you've got it down, I promise. There you go. See, it's all about the eye. It's beautiful, but it doesn't scream, it's not an insane amount of color. Now all I'm going to do is just show you what it looks like with kohl on the bottom line. And that's it. Hope you like it. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.